Joining us now is Dan Raviv. He's a journalist and a columnist with Newsday. So, Dan, can we really see ranked choice voting gain traction inside the U.S.? Could this be a realistic option, especially on the federal level?
Well, two things to say based on Jim's report. He said that therefore we could have more candidates, more small parties. It happens, of course, in American elections. Yes, even running for president, there are various small party or third party candidates. But where this does come into play more is in a city in the United States where there might be quite a few candidates for mayor, not just the Republican and the Democrat. But I think more than anything, it's the protest vote that we're going to see. It could be interesting. I don't know if it will sway elections. For instance, if you like the Green Party, right, because you're an environmentalist and you agree with them, you cast your vote for the Green Party candidate, well, for president. But you don't want to help Donald Trump. So in this new system, as your second choice, you write Joe Biden, Democrat. And so later the Green Party person is eliminated and your vote second choice then counts. So that's why some protest voters are going to feel better about this, and it could be why Republicans and Trump supporters don't like it a bit, Elaine.
Maybe keeps everyone happy on some level. And we heard that it is being used in Maine, a very small state in the United States. Could this be a game changer? What is the appeal for Maine to try this out?
Well, if it goes smoothly and the word gets around that voters in Maine feel a lot better, that they actually had their say, they could make their, if you will, protest vote, they could make it clear they like an independent, but still their second choice will be very important in deciding, well, then people in other states may say to their legislatures, yeah, we'd like to do it too. And each state, we have 50 states, the states get to decide how they will run their elections, even how they will choose their electors for the Electoral College to elect the President of the United States. So if it goes well in Maine, it could happen elsewhere. In Massachusetts, voters in November will vote whether to bring RCV, ranked choice voting, to Massachusetts in the future. So there already is one other state in New England that's interested.
Outside the United States, has this been successful in other countries? Where has it worked and where hasn't?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, frankly, for political pundits, you know, to predict what the election result will be if you somehow have to predict what the second and third choices are. Pollsters, they're taking their opinion polls, and so it's caused some confusion in the run-up to an election in several European countries, but in the end, the result, a lot of people agree that it is democracy in action. And as long as it's done efficiently, right, as soon as you have the election, you have the results, and if nobody gets 50%, then you eliminate the last place candidate. You eliminate that and you redistribute those votes to the second choice and third choice. It's interesting, and you do it again and again until you have someone with 50%. It's working in Europe. I'm not sure all of America will go for this, but a few states, not just Maine, might.
And logistically, it probably would be very difficult to get this done across the board in the United States if this were ever to become reality.
Well, Elaine, keep in mind, voting here is done state by state, even as we hear the current controversy over mail-in ballots, where President Trump says they could be phony and fraudulent and all that. There is no national system for voting. Each state decides the rules. So if a state feels that it's up to it, and sometimes they will put it up to a vote by the voters, like Massachusetts in November, sometimes it'll just be the state legislature deciding, then a few states may try it. States actually have differing systems here in the U.S.